Good morning, YouTube. Morning Motivation, Episode 2. I told you guys that I'm going to be more unedited, and it's Saturday morning, May 13th, and I'm in my pajamas. I am rocking my Sri Rasha onesie. They had these on sale at Target a couple months ago. Was it a couple months ago? Maybe it was a year ago. I don't even know anymore, but good morning. Got my coffee here. I'm not in a fun mug today. It's just plain, but that's okay. And today I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to get your ish together. So let's get started. I really appreciate all of the comments and feedback you guys left on the last video. I read all of them. It's just really cool to see that people are actually watching these things and that you guys actually appreciate them. Like I said, these are just very raw, unedited, just me sharing my thoughts with you guys. I really enjoy doing this, so I'm going to continue with it. Today I wanted to talk about tips for getting your ish together. There are some very practical things that you can do to start immediately impacting your surroundings. And there's certain levels to it. However, the things I'm going to talk about today in this video are going to be the immediate things that you could actually do this weekend. So, number one, clean your house. Yes, I said it, clean your house. You would be surprised how much your surroundings will have an impact on your overall ability to reach your goals. It's so profound, in fact, that every time I find that I'm off track in some area of my life, I'll look around my house and I'll be like, yep, that's why, because I'm just, it's a mess. I understand that we all have busy lives, but prioritizing, getting your household in order is so important. So if you are so busy and the whole idea of cleaning your whole house is a big epic feat for you, because I don't know what your current situation is like, I would encourage you to do this. Get your kitchen in order. Open the fridge, you guys, throw out every single condiment that's expired, throw out the things that you just do not use. I guarantee there are things in your fridge that should not be there. Throw it all out, get rid of it, and then clean out the shelves. Take them out of the fridge, put them in the sink, wash them with hot soap and water, Clorox the crap out of it. You will thank me for it. Trust me, you will thank me for it. Get all of your laundry in order. Any clothes that you have that are just like, they don't fit you anymore, but like they don't aren't cute to you anymore, get rid of everything in your closet and drawers that just doesn't work for you, whatever it is. And that includes period panties. Get rid of the ugly, funky period panties, I'm telling you. And you may think I'm being TMI, but every woman in here knows exactly what I'm talking about. Get rid of everything ugly in your closet. Just get rid of it. You'll feel better. Number 3, clean out your car. If you are one of those people that live in your car and you could find Tupperware containers, coffee mugs, water bottles, God knows what, clean out your car this weekend, for the love of God. Get a trash bag, go to town, clean your car out. These are, so again, clean your fridge, clean your closet and whatnot, and clean your car. Those top 3 things are things that you can immediately do to start impacting your surroundings. And what you will find is this: by taking care of those things, it's going to give you a sense of immediate gratification. It's going to give you the sense of, if I take an action, my surroundings will change, which is the precursor to setting much larger goals, such as cleaning up your finances, pursuing your education, pursuing your weight loss goals, pursuing your health goals, pursuing your athletic goals, whatever those things may be. So these are some basic things. Now, there's another level of this. Now, the next level of getting your ish together is going to be related to personal finances. Now, this is a channel about science and health and nutrition. Why am I talking about personal finance? If your personal finances are all out of order, I guarantee other areas of your life will be out of order. And this goes for people who have a lot as well as those who have a little, because I've personally known tons of people who actually are extremely successful. They have plenty of money, but sometimes they actually almost have too much money that it forces them to not budget, to not monitor spending and just spend too frivolously, not have a game plan. And sometimes making too much money can almost work against you in a way, and believe it or not, because if that source of income isn't guaranteed and not locked down, you can get used to a certain lifestyle that you may not otherwise be able to afford. And conversely, on the other end, you may not have a lot of finances, but you may be spending money you don't have, running up credit cards, just living outside of your means. So I could go on and on and on about personal finance. It's actually a topic I'm very passionate about, and it's not really related to my channel, but perhaps I could talk about it if you guys are interested, because I have a lot to say about personal finance. I'm extremely organized in that area as far as investments, retirement, what percentages of my income I allocate for car versus home versus this versus that. I digress. And the second level of getting your stuff together is looking at your personal finances. A lot of people want to close their eyes to it. And I'm going to tell you guys, just like your health, just like your nutrition, closing your eyes to personal finance is just like closing your eyes to your health. You need to be aware of the situation, no matter how bad or dire it may be. You cannot ignore it. You need to take an eyes wide open approach and address it directly. That's the only way you're going to solve some of these problems, is through them. So, and then obviously there's so many other things that I could talk about, but I wanted to give you guys just some basics for getting it together. And then lastly, I'm going to tell you that you need to choose to make an investment in yourself. Now, where you're going to make that investment in yourself is up to you, but I'm going to give you guys a few examples and ideas. So, for instance, you could say, you know what, I want to make an investment in myself. I'm going to treat myself this weekend. I'm going to get a mani and pedi, and I'm going to enjoy that. That's great, and you can certainly do that. But I encourage you guys to make the kind of investments in yourself that have a long-term payoff. So, for instance, you can make the kind of investment in yourself where you purchase a gym membership, or you can make the kind of investment in yourself where you purchase a treadmill for your house. Or you make the kind of investment where yourself you decide to hire a personal trainer or a personal nutritionist. You can make the kind of investment in yourself where you decide to seek out therapy. You can make the kind of investment in yourself where you start taking certain types of yoga classes. And maybe I encourage you guys to make sure that if you are going to make an investment in yourself, that it's going to be the kind of investment that has a long-term payoff, and it's not just like an immediate gratification thing. Because while sure you could treat yourself and get yourself a fancy purse that's the equivalent of a mortgage payment, is that going to serve you in the long run? Does that make sense, you guys? So there's so many different ways you could look at this, and so many people feel like the need to get something to benefit them now, but there's so many things that you can be doing that will benefit you long term and have a better payoff. And some people think that, like, they don't have enough money to hire a personal trainer, they don't have enough money to hire a nutritionist, but yet they still find money to go out, they still have money to pay for cable and Netflix and this and that and the other. Investing in yourself is actually pretty important and is very crucial to getting your ish together, in my opinion. This is my opinion. Now, if you need to figure out ways to create more money to invest in yourself, you don't need to start big. You don't need to start by making a huge investment. But one decision I made about 7 years ago, 6-7 years ago, that made a really big difference in my life actually, was I cut my cable. And for the average American, that probably sounds like such a big deal. Like, what? No cable? How do you function? Like, actually, I function just fine. Like, that extra $150 a month that I didn't have to pay to Comcast, like, I read books instead. Like, obviously, I have a DVD player and I can, like, watch DVDs. But like now, obviously, fast forward, I have Netflix. It's like, I don't know, $8 a month or something. But back then, that $150 extra a month was a lot of money for me. It was a big amount of money that I was saving, and I was able to stretch my budget and income that I was making at the time a lot further by cutting an unnecessary thing out like that. And maybe you need to figure out where you need to cut things out so that way you could reinvest into yourself. And you'd be shocked what you will find you can cut out so that way you will have enough to invest in yourself. That extra $150 a month, I read books, I was able to save a little, I was able to get myself better quality groceries, and that was just a decision that I made for me, something that I wanted to do. Another thing I just wanted to shed light on and bring awareness to, and I hear it all the time, people who are always saying, like, I don't have the money to hire a coach, I don't have the money to get a trainer, I don't have the money for a gym membership, but yet you have the money for MAC makeup, you have the money to get highlights, you have the money to get your hair done and your nails done. So just think twice, you guys, about where your money's going and how that's going to benefit you in the long run. There's nothing wrong with treating yourself. I'm not saying that at all, but I'm just saying ask yourself, how is this going to benefit me in the long run? And you will be surprised how some of these short-term decisions you may be making, you may want to cut off and instead use that money more wisely to benefit you in the long run. So this is your morning motivation. I hope this pushes somebody to get a little bit more organized today for the weekend. And once you get more organized, guys, the moral of the story is you are going to be in a better place mentally to approach your goals. So that's ultimately what we want. I want you guys to be productive people, but sometimes you need a little push getting yourself in the right direction. So I hope this helps. Give the video a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one.